Good evening. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, good evening. Today is May 5th, 2022. This is the Environmental Conservation Board. We have an agenda we're going to follow. The first item is Mark and Denise Girolamo, 276 West Lake Boulevard. Please state your name and who you're here to represent.
My name is John Carell. I'm here to represent Mr. and Mrs. Girolamo. They're building a garage for
Right.
Lake Mayapack.
Okay, there were no comments or questions from the public. The town engineer, submitted an email, which I'm going to enter into the record, as requested by the town of Carmel ECB. The engineering department has reviewed the proposed infiltration trench calculations as part of the site submitted on the reference project. The infiltration trench design contained on the plans and design calc submitted are in conformance with New York State DEC standards. I trust this is adequate for the board's needs. Should you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact. So he's okay with the infiltration calculations. And then, were there any changes to the permit as submitted? To
No.
the application?
No.
Okay. Any comments from the board?
I don't have.
Okay, so then I make a motion to grant permit number 980 to Mark and Denise Girolamo for 276 Westlake Boulevard with the following condition: that the town wetland inspector do a pre- and post-site visit for the erosion control. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You could pick this up with Rose on Monday.
Yes.
We have to do an ECB. We have to do a short form. Want to go through every line by line?
I guess if
Yeah.
you want to make it official.
Will the proposed action create a material conflict with an adopted land use, planning, or zoning regulations?
No,
Will the proposed action result in a change in the use or intensity of land use? No.
no,
Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of existing community? No.
no,
Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a critical environmental area? No.
no,
Will the proposed action result in adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway? No.
no,
Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and it fails to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No.
No.
Will the proposed action impact existing public-private water or private wastewater treatment? No. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources?
no,
Will the proposed action result in adverse change to natural resources? Nope.
no,
Will the proposed action result in an increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? Nope. And will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resource or human health? No.
no.
Okay. All right, see Rose on Monday.
Thank
You're
you.
good to go. Are you here for the next one, too?
Yes.
Can't get rid of you today.
Oh, boy. Wait till the next couple come along.
What?
Wait till the next couple come along.
Okay, next item is John Hanson, 28 Silvergate Road. Construct a single-family home and septic system. Okay, could you please state your name and who you're here to represent?
My name is John Carell, and I represent John, also known as Jack Hanson. He's constructing a single-family house on Silvergate Road.
Okay.
We have helped, well, As soon as this board issues its permit, the health department approval will be granted.
We'll have to give us a copy of that permit.
Yes.
Have there been any changes to the plans as submitted?
No.
Okay. There were no comments or questions from the public. Rich's email regarding your calculations are, for the record, as requested by the Town Environmental Conservation Board, the Engineering Department has reviewed the proposed rain garden calcs as part of the submitted on the reference project. This involves the creation of 3 rain gardens to collect and treat the runoff on the proposed site. The rain garden design details contained on the plans and design calcs submitted are in conformance with New York State DEC standards. The ECB should note that this project is currently under review as an integrated plot plan by the Building and Engineering Department. This includes review of the SWIP. So you don't have your SWIP approved.
Well, it gets approved by Rich.
Right, but
Yes.
usually we get the SWIP approved. So I'm gonna make that a condition of your permit.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he didn't sign off on I don't know what he's waiting for. But that'll be a condition, that's fine.
All right? And the other condition is the Health Department.
Yes.
Okay. So do I have a motion from the board to grant permit number 981 to John Hanson for 28 Silvergate Road, Mayapack, the construction of a single-family home septic system in connection to the town public-private water system with the following conditions. 1, that the town wetland inspector do a pre- and post-site visit for installation of erosion control, provide copy of Board of Health approval, right?
Yes.
Board of Health approval, and provide copy of approved SWIP. Okay? And you can't start any work until I have those in the file.
Absolutely.
Okay. So do I have a motion to grant the permit 981?
I make that motion.
Second?
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay.
One more to do. Will the proposed action create a, what? Now you just jinxed it. Will the proposed action create a material conflict with adopted land use or planning or zoning regulations?
No.
Will the proposed action result in a change in the use intensity of land use? No.
No.
Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? No.
No.
Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a critical environmental area?
No.
Will the proposed action result in adverse change in the existing level of traffic affecting infrastructure, mass transit, biking, or walkway? No.
No.
Will the proposed action cause an increase in use of energy and it fails to incorporate reasonable, available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No.
No.
Will the proposed action impact existing public-private water or public-private wastewater treatment facilities? No.
No.
Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources? No.
No.
Will the proposed action result in adverse change to natural resources?
No.
Will the proposed action result in increase in potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? Nope.
No.
And will the proposed action create hazard to environmental resources or human health? No.
No.
Okay. Okay, C-Rose on Monday, and you gotta give us those things in there to
Thank you
get
very
taught the
much.
secret handshake. Have a good one.
You too.
Okay, next item is submission application letter of permission, Frank Chaffee?
Chaffee.
You got it right. Okay, could you please state your name and what you're here for, sir?
My name is Frank Chaffee, and I'd like to build a small building in the buffer zone on my property.
Okay, do you have any do you have plans?
I have only a layout on the survey that my architect kind of superimposed on it. I haven't drawn plans yet because I want to make sure this is going to fly before I start getting involved in design fees.
Okay, here's the problem, right? Based on the fact that, this is on Austin, here, there's only one
Austin
drawing
Road,
here.
yeah.
It's Austin Road. So the problem I have is, this plan is, it's a survey, right?
That's the original survey.
Yeah,
of the
with the
Shows-
house.
Shows nothing.
Right, it just shows a frame dwelling. Is that where the building is, or,
If you look forward on this, we created from that drawing, from that survey, a drawing that contains the information.
okay,
There's two drawings,
yep,
just to get all the information in.
okay, you wanna put a workshop greenhouse here, okay? So you wanna remove 2 trees, 3 trees,
Yeah,
okay. I don't know where so the 100-foot, so you're saying that your stream that's shown here on the upper, where lot 1 is in the corner, here, this is yours?
yes, the very top little meandering line.
Yeah, so what I need to see on this is, I need to see where the 100-foot buffer is.
You could see on the drawings, there's 30 feet from the house to the beginning of the greenhouse, of the workshop, 16 feet wide, and then another 34 feet to the beginning of the stream there.
Okay, No, I
80
understand.
80 feet altogether, yeah.
so your house is in the wetlands too,
The house is already in the buffer.
is in the buffer, right. So typically on the drawing, just so you know, they would typically draw a line here to show where the wetland delineation is, okay? Just, that's one little tidbit there.
Oh, in other words, cut through that house and there, an additional 20 feet or so?
Yeah, wherever it is, just show where the wetland buffer is, the 100-foot. Okay, and how are you constructing this? We also need rain garden calculations.
That's based on
The
the
square
amount of
footage,
water coming off the roof.
right. Yeah, and it would have to show the plantings, how it would be laid out. Is this gonna have gutters, and any gutters that would go on to this workshop? You would have to, feed those leaders into the rain garden. Now, my other thing is, what is this railed, is this a fence?
What's that?
What's this thing right here?
The lower part of it is lawn, grass. On the other side of it, it's just, there's existing stone border. That's all woodland back there.
Oh,
And that one spot where the building is free of trees.
okay,
Everything else there is the back of my house for another so many feet, and it's just a big woodlot.
okay. So I need the rain garden calcs, and how are you gonna, is this gonna be a prefab, or
No,
are you,
it's gonna be a foundation, a wood frame.
and you're gonna be disturbing less than 5,000 square feet, correct?
The building's 480
I
square.
understand that, but you're not running electric to it.
I am.
Okay, so that goes into your calculations for disturbance. It's not, it's still under 5,000, but when you trench, your trenching goes for disturbance for, I'm just trying to see if you need a SWIP, but you don't need a SWIP because you're well under the 5,000.
Right.
You also have to show the electric, the line. You have to show the rain garden calcs and plantings.
These things that you're asking me to show for ECB or for the building department?
ECB.
All right, so I have to come back to you with that.
You're gonna have to come back to us. Right, so basically with the rain garden, you would base the calculations on 480 square feet. And then you would provide us a list of plantings, the size of the rain garden, you know, there's calculations,
Yeah, Rose gave me the whole.
yeah. And then you have to
Brochure.
provide us with a list of plantings that go in it, and then those calculations have to get submitted to the town engineer for approval.
That's Rich?
Rich, yeah. And then the trees, you only have, what, 3 trees you're taking?
Well, there's actually.
Because there's a number, there's a magic number that you can't go over,
Okay,
and then we'll get into a tree cutting permit.
well, in the southwest corner, there's a tree that's in the way, and on the north side of it, there's a tree that would be in the way of the foundation. And then,
Oh, there's
on
one,
the other
two,
side of the
three.
driveway is an existing tree that actually would block the sunlight into the greenhouse. This greenhouse portion of the building faces due south, so it's a perfect location for sunlight.
So you're only removing 4 trees.
Yeah,
Okay, just on
and I
the,
could replace trees elsewhere if required.
no, it's just
I
removing.
don't like removing the trees myself, believe me, I'm a believer in leaving them, but just in a way.
Okay, you also, did you give us a sequence of work? I also need details of the silt fence installation. Is that on here?
I just drew where I would put it.
Yeah, I just need details.
Okay.
Are you digging the foundation by hand or with machine?
Well, it depends on my mason. I think he'll probably dig it by machine. I'm not sure.
Okay, I need to know whether, I need a sequence of work. And if you are using a machine, you need to show me the stockpile area. No, you need to provide a spill kit, show it on the drawings, and a refueling plan.
A spill kit?
Yeah, usually when you're working with a
Backhoe, whatever.
backhoe or whatever, if they blow a hydraulic line,
I got
you
Oh,
have
I see.
diapers and absorbent and 55 gallon, it's a standard spill kit.
I see.
And then the machine has to be, if this machine is left there overnight, has to be parked outside the buffer.
On
Okay?
a tarp, true.
What?
And on a tarp as well. I'm sure.
You got it.
Now, the stockpile of soil there, I know.
It's not gonna be much.
Usually we cover it with a tarp and we weigh it down. I'm a retired contractor, so I've been down the road there with that before. And the silt fence is pretty much this, really only one way to do it, as far as I remember.
Yeah, you dig the trench, you stick it in there, you backfill it, yeah, fine. I just need to see details for the file.
Okay?
As far as the stockpiles, just show the location of the stockpile location. I mean, what are you talking, 480, say a foot deep? So 480 divided by 27, you're looking at like 2-3 yards of soil. It's not a
Yeah,
lot.
And I think a lot of it's gonna go within the foundation anyway, because I'm gonna put this up on a slab when I backfill it all.
Okay. Show location. If you, for that much, I'm not gonna make you put hay bales around it, just stockpile it on a tarp and just cover, put the tarp over the
From
stockpile.
running off.
Okay? Anybody else have anything?
Is that?
And show the location of the electric line, I'm sorry,
The electric, the trench.
the trench.
There's no plumbing,
They're not gonna have any plumbing.
okay. And
No
the,
drainage, no,
the brook, is that continuous or?
you know, there's this really big culvert pipe, just around where the south side of my property line. The flow comes out from underground and then runs through, from south to north, through the whole width of my property, and then continues onto a pond, and goes to another pond. But, it's pretty small, but, when there's heavy rains, it runs a little faster.
Oh, it's, oh, okay, it's not continuous then, basically. Does it flow all the time?
I haven't seen it stop since, I've been
Oh,
here
then it
since
flows all-
October. But we had wet weather since October.
Okay.
So I've never seen it
So it
dry
doesn't
out.
flow all the time, it always flows?
Since I've seen it in October.
Have you checked with the town engineer if this is considered the town wetlands?
He told me it was.
Okay, then you're good to go.
No, I'm not. I really,
What?
not really. I was really hoping it wasn't.
Well, can't have everything.
Yeah, I can't have everything. Just wanna get this workshop in.
All right, so just, so give us a sequence of work and just tell us that you're gonna cut down 4 trees, no more than 4 trees. I mean, you don't have to get a wetland, you don't have to get a tree cut permit, I think the number's 8.
Well, if it's advisable to have my architect start putting this on full, regular drawings at this point, so that I can't include what you're asking me on this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can go ahead with it. I mean, just make sure you do yourself a favor, have them check the code. I mean, we're not against you doing this in this buffer, especially since you have a stream there. Does the stream flood over ever? Does it overspill? No? So,
It's in a depressed area right now. Everything is, back of my property and in front of my property, all goes down to this.
okay.
So it hasn't really overflowed or overfilled. And we've had some torrential rain lately.
Yeah, I know.
Never gotten any deeper.
Any other
or
questions
wider.
there?
No, no, I see it now, the relationship
Yeah.
to the house.
So Rich tells me it runs into this one little pond, it goes into another pond,
Yeah.
it works its way back to the Amawalk Reservoir, which goes into the New York City water system, so, thank you, New York City.
Yeah, right.
I can't even pee in this little thing here.
Then they'll be here for another situation then. So this is going, on this map, the red is
That's the house,
that's the house, and then that's going right in the back there.
yeah.
There's really not a lot of trees back there. Oh, I see,
Well,
in that little grassy area right there to the left. Okay,
There's not a lot of trees.
and it goes to the pond. There's a lot of
It's a fair
trees.
amount.
Well, where he wants to put it.
You're right.
Yeah, this drawing has way too many trees in it, this must have been taken during the summer.
Okay,
That picture, I should say, the other picture's better.
all right, so we're not going to accept your application until you get some of the stuff, but you know what we asked for, right? You-
Well, I kind of figured that it'd be the first shot at getting all my information straight. And I'll try to get, if I can get some of the better drawings done by next week, I'll come by for next meeting in 2 weeks.
third Thursday of the month. So not next week, possibly the week of Labor Day, Memorial Day, the 26th it may be.
Let me see.
2 weeks from today would be 19th.
19th, so it's probably the 19th.
The 19th is my schedule.
Thank you,
Thank you,
from the
gentlemen. See you then.
peanut gallery.
Nobody applauding as I leave, I guess. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Have a great
Good night.
day.
See you next time.
Okay, you want to pass me that stuff? I'll put it back in the file. So. I'll take a picture of this, I'll leave this to, okay. All right, next item are the meeting minutes. We could all vote. Do I have a motion to approve meeting minutes for April 21st, 2022? Do I have
So
a
moved.
motion?
So moved?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, with that, there's no other new business. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Enjoy your weekend, and let's hope for some good weather. Thank you, have a good evening.
Good
Thank
night.
you.